Be honest. Do you skip breakfast because mornings are rushed? Or you are just bored with the same oatmeal and smoothie that feels more like a diet than a real meal? Today I am sharing 5 easy high protein Indian breakfast recipes using simple pantry ingredients, even leftovers, quick enough for busy mornings. Let's jump straight in. Let's start with our common favorite upma, but not with semolina. We are using oats for more fiber and protein. First I am heating 2 teaspoons of mustard oil. Mustard oil has a strong aroma, but that's exactly why it works so well for savory breakfasts. It wakes up your digestion. And the tempering is not just for flavor. These spices support digestion and help reduce bloating. When the seeds crackles and aroma hits your nose, add half cup of chopped onions and saute until they are translucent. We use curry leaves for flavor, but actually they are great for gut health and blood sugar balance. Now I am adding half a cup of unsalted peanuts. This adds healthy fats and plant protein, which helps keep you full much longer than a carb-heavy breakfast. At this point, you can add any vegetables that you have in your refrigerator. I am using frozen mixed vegetables. They are honestly a lifesaver for quick meal prep and just as nutritious. Here goes 1 teaspoon of grated ginger. It's anti-inflammatory and great for digestion. Now goes in a little turmeric and salt. Next, 1 large finely chopped tomato. Cover and cook until it turns soft and mushy. This adds natural sweetness and acidity. Now for our hero ingredient, rolled oats. I am adding 1 cup and this quantity comfortably serve 3 adults. Oats are usually eaten sweet, but honestly they are much better savory. When you cook them with vegetables and anti-inflammatory spices, they become far more filling and satisfying. Now I am adding hot water little by little, covering and letting it cook gently. This way the oats cook through but hold their structures. No mushy oatmeal here. While that cooks, I am cracking a few eggs, seasoning with salt and pepper and making a soft scramble. This is an easy way to boost the protein. If you don't eat eggs, you can use paneer or tofu. It still tastes amazing and stays high protein. Let's check the upma. Yes, perfect, cooked, fluffy and still in shape. I love this texture. I'm finishing with cilantro and freshly squeezed lime juice for extra flavor and freshness. They are also rich in vitamin K, C and great for better absorption of all the nutrients. Serve it hot and if you like, add a few pomegranate seeds for a pop of sweetness. Finally add your protein, egg, paneer or tofu, whatever you prefer. And trust me, once you taste this, you will never go back to boring oatmeal again. With eggs, this breakfast gives you around 30 grams of protein per serving, which is excellent for a balanced Indian breakfast. The texture is just like poha, but tastes amazing, not like diet food. Next is a powerhouse chilla using 4 different lentils and finger millet or ragi. After washing, I am soaking the lentils with ginger, cumin seeds and few green chilies. Next, I love adding fresh greens. Today I am using an organic spring mix with spinach, kale, lettuce. But honestly, use whatever greens you have. This boosts fiber, iron, antioxidants and micronutrients without changing the taste. Now blend everything into a thick, smooth batter. And here is why I added ginger, cumin and chili earlier. Ginger helps digestion, cumin reduces bloating and chilies slightly boost metabolism and flavor. Now I am adding ragi or finger millet powder and mixing it well. Ragi adds extra fiber, calcium and plant-based protein. making this chilla even more nourishing. You can store this batter in the refrigerator for up to 2 days. In the morning, just take the amount you need and make fresh chillas. Today I am keeping some batter aside because I'll show you another delicious recipe using the same batter. Making this chilla is super easy, just like a dosa. Pour, spread gently, and then some chopped vegetables you can add on the top if you like. When the edges turn crispy and release easily, it's time to flip. Cook the other side and that's it. Crispy outside, soft inside and packed with protein. When the chilla is cooking, let's make a quick high protein chutney. I am starting with 1 teaspoon of mustard oil. Into that goes half a teaspoon of cumin seeds and a few curry leaves. Next, 2 tablespoons of finely chopped onions. Saute until they turn translucent. We don't want them brown, just soft and sweet. Now I am adding 2 large ripe tomatoes along with grated ginger and salt to taste. Cook this until the tomatoes are fully broken down and nicely cooked. This forms the tangy base of our chutney. And here comes the surprising protein booster, 1 cup of roasted chana or chickpeas. This instantly increases protein and makes the chutney much more filling than a regular tomato chutney. I also added turmeric powder, green chili and cilantro. That's it. Cover and cook for a few minutes so everything comes together. Once done, let it cool to room temperature, then transfer to a mixer grinder and blend until smooth. And there you have it, a spicy, tangy, high protein tomato chutney that pairs perfectly with our lentil ragi chilla. This one simple add-on takes the meal from the good to really satisfying. When you pair this lentil ragi chilla with the high protein tomato chana chutney, one serving gives you roughly 30 to 35 grams of plant-based protein. Lentils, chickpeas and ragi brings protein and complex carbs that digest slowly for steady energy, and the greens and tomatoes add fiber and micronutrients. This lentils and finger millet batter is so versatile. You can make different recipes using the same batter. Now I am going to make Appe for my son. He loves it and I am sure if you have kids, they are gonna enjoy it too. Remember the lentil ragi batter we kept in the refrigerator? I am using it next day and it works beautifully. Recently I bought this Appe pan and honestly I love it. It takes just a few drops of oil to make Appe, kofta or anything we usually deep fry. You can find the link in the description. Okay, back to cooking. I am lightly spraying the holes with oil just enough so nothing sticks. Now fill each cavity with the batter. This batter is already packed with lentils, ragi and greens, so you don't need to add anything extra. Cover and let it cook until bottoms are golden. Then flip and cook the other side. Now look at that. Crispy outside, soft inside. Serve this hot with our high protein tomato chana chutney. And honestly, they taste so good that no one will believe they are actually healthy. These appes turned out super soft, spongy and amazing. You can pack it in lunchbox too. Very tasty. Don't overeat because you can. If you don't have Appe pan, don't worry. Even you can make idli using the same batter. Don't throw away leftover rotis. Turn them into a delicious and crispy breakfast wrap. Here are some extra rotis from last night. They are pink because I added beetroot to the dough. If you missed my last meal prep video, I showed how I prep and store beetroot for the whole week and why it's so beneficial. I'll leave that link in the description. You can watch it after this. I also have some homemade paneer and boiled chickpeas from meal prep. And we are going to turn all of this into a super delicious high protein roti wrap in just minutes. Let's quickly prep the stuffing. I'm heating mustard oil and adding cumin seeds. Once they crackle, in go the boiled chickpeas. Adding 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Next goes 1 teaspoon of ginger, garlic and green chili paste. Cook this for 2 to 3 minutes until the raw aroma disappears. Now add the paneer and mix everything well. Since it's homemade paneer, it's already soft. This is the time to add the seasoning. I boiled the chickpeas with salt, that's why not adding any extra salt at this moment. Spread the filling generously over the roti. Do you know, the leftover rotis actually have a lower glycemic impact? When cooked and cooled, the starch structure changes slightly, which can help with steadier blood sugar response compared to freshly made rotis. So now you know leftover rotis are actually more healthier than the fresh one. Now shallow fry the wrap with a little ghee on a hot pan. Cook until the outside turns golden and crispy. Take it onto a serving plate, cut it in half and serve with some green chutney. From just one wrap, you are getting around 30 to 34 grams of protein, thanks to paneer and chickpeas, plus fiber and slow digesting carbs that keep you full. This is such a good option for kids' lunch boxes or a grab and go breakfast. This paneer and chickpeas together make such a hearty feeling. It almost like a burrito, but with Indian flavor and more healthy. I'm going to pack it for lunchbox. Next is my personal favorite, high protein idli. Idlis look normal but secretly high protein. To make the softest high protein idli, first I am adding 1 cup of quinoa to a bowl. Next half a cup of white lentils and half a cup of red and yellow lentils. I am also adding 1 teaspoon of fenugreek or methi seeds. It enhances the fermentation and good for digestion. Now adding half a cup of poha. This is the secret for spongy idlis. I washed and soaked them for 5 to 6 hours, then blended into this smooth batter. Now I'll keep the batter in a warm place to ferment. Look at mine. It fermented beautifully, but it took almost 15 hours. Fermentation usually takes 10 to 12 hours depending on the climate. In colder weather, it can take longer. But that fermentation is what makes this batter gut-friendly and easy to digest. Now let's make soft pillowy idlis. You already know the process, so let's just watch and enjoy the music. After about 12 minutes, our idlis are ready. Just look at this, soft, spongy and airy. That's the goal. If it is not delicious or comforting, it's not sustainable. And that's the whole point of my recipes. I serve this with my favorite high protein tomato chutney and green chutney. I can eat this for breakfast, lunch or even dinner. It's comforting, gut friendly, naturally fermented, and a bonus, it's high in protein. Healthy food doesn't have to be boring if you cook it right. See how spongy they are? Super soft. I can't wait to taste. With 4 quinoa idlis and the high protein tomato chutney, we are getting roughly 26 to 30 grams of protein. This protein comes from quinoa, lentils and chickpeas. Once you make this, you will not go back to normal idli dosa batter. guaranteed. So these were 5 easy high-protein Indian breakfast recipes that you can put on repeat using everyday ingredients and leftovers. Please tell me in the comments which one would you try first. The delicious Upma, Chilla with chutney, irresistible Appe, leftover roti wrap, or spongy protein idli. If you make any of these, tag me and send me the photo. I would love to see your creation. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with someone who is always skipping breakfast. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay healthy, happy and positive, and join our healthy community.